Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. What's up, man? Winning Wednesdays. Yo, who ready to win, yo? Like, man, I live for Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays because I get to talk to y'all. Yo, and I'm so super excited, yo. I don't know if y'all heard me whispering. What was that? Last week, but Miss Money Mo just hit my phone, yo. We getting our list finalized for our iPhone 11s. So, yo, if you've been consistent, if you've been showing up, yo, we gonna make sure your name on that list, yo, for them iPhone 11s. Like, yo, is that not a blessing? Yo, I'm trying to get me one for real. Like, yo, blessing at the blessing at the blessing. And it only gets better from there, y'all. But what's up, man? Breezy, I see you at the top of the list, baby. What's going on? How you doing today, y'all? What's up? Hey, Bree. Candy Kebabs. What's going on? How you feeling? Hey, Yolanda. Yo, shout out to Yolanda, yo. For her to be a new heartbeat, yo, she moving around this joint like she a OG heartbeat. Baby girl be on everything, yo. And baby girl is in the 2020-21 Youth Entrepreneur classes, yo, facilitated by Coach Johnson and Cam, yo. She be on there, yo. I'm just super proud of just how she be showing up, y'all. And as a new heartbeat, like that's definitely what's up. And if you never been through the youth entrepreneur program and you want to get on, this might be like the last official time since they already had their first class. If you're really serious about starting that business, if you want to get on, y'all better hit up Cam or Coach Johnson. What's up, Ania? What's going on? Good to see you. How you feeling? Yo, Ania, your name on the list for that. Yo, Kaya said not to whisper. Yo, I gotta make sure everybody don't hear me, yo. Cause some people gonna be mad. Some people who thought that they probably should get one, they gonna be mad when they see all the posts. When people start posting and I start reposting, they gonna be mad, y'all. But you know what? Let them be mad because the people that show up, the people that's consistent, like those are the people that we want to invest in and the people that we want to bless, yo. So yeah. What's up, Ty? Yo, Pastor gonna be on here tomorrow, y'all. She gonna be on here tomorrow. She gonna be my special guest for Thriving Thursday, telling her story, y'all. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be a powerful session, y'all. So not only am I encouraging you to come for yourself, but bring somebody else too, because it's not often that you get a young person that's in your age bracket that's able to talk to you about some real stuff that's going on and really be open, honest, and authentic about their journey, about their life, and what they've been learning. I'm trying to tell y'all, tomorrow gonna be a powerful situation. And anybody who has ever heard Pastor speak, you already know ain't no cut cards with her. Already know. What's up, Nisi Pooh Taylor? What's going on? How you feeling? Always good to see you, yo. King Core here. What's up, King Core? Yo, y'all gotta get this granny project back off and running. I miss my little exercises and stuff, y'all. What's up? How you doing? Kaya, what's going on, baby girl? Always good to see you. How you and little man's holding up? Chaos Smoothies. Yo, shout out to Chaos Smoothies. Chaos Smoothies and Coach Johnson, y'all. They the facilitators of the Youth Entrepreneur Program. They're going to be helping you lay that foundation, starting your legacy, building your empire, y'all. So super proud of them. What's up, cool kid? That's Beans, y'all. Good to see you. Beans checking in from VA. What's up, Beans? How you doing, y'all? Hey, Tay, Tizzy Tay. Yo, Tay is in the entrepreneur class too. And I put it on the table to make a purchase from all of the entrepreneurs who showed up in class today. He was one of the first ones to send me his link. So I'm definitely going to be purchasing something from Tay. What's up, Tay? Good to see you. Hey, Tay, your name on the list for that iPhone You on that list, boy. The blessings are coming, yo. The blessings are coming. Hey, Marta General. What's up, Marta General? How you doing? Yo, y'all got to get this Granny Project back on and popping, man. Y'all got, look, we're going to put 5 stacks to the side because we got some other stuff to do. But y'all need to figure out what y'all going to do with the other 10. Y'all got 10 stacks on the table right now, yo. Let's get this Granny Project on and popping, yo. People are waiting. Hey, Ma, y'all see my mother in here. What's up, Ma? How you doing? Yo, who else we got here? Yo, Chloe. Yo, shout out to Chloe, yo. Chloe is a new heartbeat that's been on it too. And Chloe is a part of the Youth Entrepreneur Program. And when I put it out there that I was buying something from everybody, Chloe definitely hit me. So I got my shirt and my mask, Heart Smiles, of course, on the way from Chloe. And yo, the class don't even start until 4 o'clock in the evening. I got a notification that Chloe was on the class at like 9:30 this morning, yo. If that ain't dedication, I don't know what is, yo. Chloe was definitely on it, but it was good to hear her talk about her business. And yo, I'm telling you, yo, entrepreneurship ain't for everybody. If you one of those entrepreneurs that you get real motivated, real excited, real quick about your business, and then we don't hear from you, we don't see you, you ain't ready to really start no legacy. You ain't really ready to start building no empire. But yo, if you one of the ones who get in and you stay in and you consistent, yeah, that's how you build a legacy. That's how you build your empire. And Chloe, I've been seeing nothing but good consistency from you. Look at her, y'all. I just put my order in not even an hour ago, and she almost done my mask already, yo. That's customer service right there, yo. I love it, yo. Thank you so much. Always good to see you, yo. Hey, Naeem. Hey, Yolanda. What's going on? Hey, Elder. I see you in here. What's good, Elder? Michael. What's up, Michael? We ain't seen you in like 2 weeks, yo. I thought you dropped off on us. What's going on? Good to see you. Michael, you should definitely probably link up with Cam and Coach Johnson to get a last minute spot in the Youth Entrepreneur Program. Because even if you haven't decided what your new route is going to be, that program is going to help you build a solid foundation and to help you really get into whatever it is that you want to do in terms of your new direction for your business. So Wednesdays, 4 o'clock, 4 to 5. If you got that time frame open, definitely connect with Cam, connect with Coach Johnson to try to get a last minute spot into that, because it's going to help you with that foundation. And it's plenty of young entrepreneurs that started there. So yeah. Yo, let's get Miss England on here, y'all. Hey, I'm about to work on the list for the iPhone 11s. I can't wait till y'all start getting them, y'all. What's up, Lene? Computer gonna say you can't view. No, the devil is a liar. What's going on? Sis!
Hey, y'all. Can y'all hear me?
What's up, Miss England? We can hear you. How you doing?
What's up, sis? I'm good. How are you?
Yo, blessed, yo. Blessed.
That's all I got too. That's it.
Look, man, I can't complain about a thing.
Nothing. For what? For, and ain't no need to complain because my haters complain for me. They find all the flaws. So let them complain.
Yo said my haters complain. Yo, I'm too pumped because I don't know if you know, but we about to give away some iPhone 11s to some of our consistent heartbeats, yo. I'm super excited about that. Yo, is that not a blessing? Like, yo, I'm trying to give me one.
Yeah, I was like, what? Yo, the blessing, yo. Yeah, that's all I can say, yo.
Yo, it's a blessing, yo. And it's only more blessings coming after that. Like, yo, if you think that's something, wait till you see what we got lined up. And I don't like to speak on it until it's final. Like this final, because I've been holding it in for too long. That's why I'm so excited about it. Yo. I've been holding it in.
For too long. I'm just always ready just to be there when you're ready to say volunteer. Okay. I'm there, okay? That's it.
Yo, they said they dying off my whisper, yo. I be having a whisper, yo.
My hobbies, what is going on? I did have a special shout out to my hobbies that I was able to spend some time with this Friday. It was amazing to see you guys there to support an awesome event that Joni have done for our community. And I just want to say the bottom of my heart, some people may not want to tell you that they really deserve you and appreciate you, but I do. So thank you for showing up, even with all the chaos. So I appreciate you guys. Y'all are amazing. Just keep that spirit for me. And I'm ready to roll again. Just let me know where to be. Date and time.
Yes, yo. What's up, Simone? I see you. Man, yo, you know the thing that's killing me about that, just real quick, is that people still hating on what we did, y'all. Community leaders, people with power.
Tony, so you are my sister, and I'm gonna be honest. What I'm doing today is something aligned with that, and I really want to talk to you offline because we have never really talked. But I want to tell you something that's deeply that I felt, right? And we're gonna go on. You had exposed people that's in titles, that's in power, who has influence. You have exposed people insecurities, people that when they say the crab in Baltimore, you expose those. So believe me, because people really think you my sister. So they think they was gonna call me to tell me something, but we'll talk about that later. But believe me, it was designed to do that. Not only did you provide for our community, the other thing was you exposed those who were hiding and wearing clothing, dressing like sheeps and really with snakes. You exposed that. So, but I don't want you to ever take away from what you have done Friday, was that you really, on the earth, you provided fun, you provided food, you provided something for families to have for a lifetime to share with other families, right? But stuff that we can't see, you upset some things, and that's why things was exposed. And it's okay.
I can't wait to dig deep into that.
It's okay.
People was even wondering like why I addressed it a little bit, because normally I don't address stuff.
But I'm glad you did, though.
I did. It's because they people in power.
I'm glad you did, because I think it's time. It's people like you, right? So this, like I tell the kids, if you show up doing what you're supposed to do, and the powers that's right beside you don't do nothing, that means that the people who watching got to hold somebody accountable. That's it. It's a time that we got to hold each other accountable. It's no more we got to be quiet and let it go, right? It's no more none of that. It's time to hold people accountable because these people have been in positions, been in communities, had buildings and spaces and communities, and have been reached out and say and ask, walk past them, those people that was in that line, and don't say, are you okay? How are you today? And so now because some chicken, right? Chicken really exposed who you were over chicken.
Right? Yo, I told my people, I said, every once in a while, the eagle is going to land to check you real quick. I'm too busy soaring. I'm too busy flying. But every once in a while, I'm going to come down just to check you real quick. I
think you should, though.
But only because of who, like, if they was like a nobody with no type of power, no influence or nothing, I wouldn't have said nothing, because first of all, we're not even our level. We ain't our level anyway.
Right.
But the fact that you got power and influence, you need to be checked.
But yeah, but that comes, and people think this is something, a new behavior people had. No, it's just been exposed.
And you did it
to the level of power that they felt like they were losing from somebody they felt was small.
They did it to the wrong one, Miss Dangler.
I know, but you know what? I love it because one thing I do love the journey of Heart Smiles, because the journey of Heart Smiles really is shaped what it does in certain times, really exposed. those who really care about our babies and those who really care about our communities and our adults. So, girl, anybody right about that? You did a great thing. I told you that.
Thank you, sis.
And
Hey, Nevaeh. Hey,
when
Miss
I got the call,
Dion.
girl, I was ready to address that. Okay. Like, oh, Ms. Dana had nothing to do with that. I don't have no information. All of that is my sister. I was a volunteer. No, I don't have the information. Mm-mm. Yeah.
I cannot, yo.
But on another note, hello, everybody. And I'm going to just say that this topic came up. Yes, we are still in our series of getting ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas. This aligns with this. But this topic really came up on Friday, going through my mood on Friday, right? When I left Friday, leaving that space, it took a toll on me mentally. And it was, beside of the haters, it took a toll because my people are hurting. When you have people in line, waiting for a service, and some people who really need it, like we had people that really need it. Everybody wasn't in line to sell or manipulate. They really was in need, right? And then you had those that were just being greedy, being rude. We had older people there. People was pushing them. And for me, it would hurt me is when I seen the police. I was like, you know what? Where have we come in a community where we can't police ourselves, right? Where we lost, where we give service to our own people, but we still get called the police on ourselves, right? Like where could that stop where there couldn't be a conversation? So it was just a lot of mental pain for me, because not only was I watching you, Joni, is that you was going through just being the leader of it, and your face and making sure, okay, make sure my sister good, that she has these things in order. But not only that, but it's also when I seen some of them people faces. I seen past like president, a person that's supposed to have been a president, but because of what their circumstances, they in line for some chicken, right? I seen like politicians that supposed to have been developed. I seen people supposed to save our community because of their trauma. They couldn't, and they in here in line, right? I seen people that was veterans that died, like went hard for our country for years, and they couldn't get, they couldn't get the respect that they deserve, right? And so I'm sitting there myself, and I was like, what we have lost, what was that? And then I go home to my house that don't even look at the same community. So I didn't realize how depth of loss of a community that we serve, right? Because for me, I go in, I do what I'm asked, and then I come back, right? But I never was in that deep where I felt the pain of people around me. And it wasn't physical pain. It was all mental. And I said, we are spiritually bankrupt. We've been bankrupt. Are hopeless. What do that mean? Like, so y'all know when you go through a bankruptcy, it's like you lost everything, right? It means that you owe a little, you may owe people a little, but most of the time you don't owe nobody nothing. You just starting from the bottom. You have nothing. And I feel like that's where we are as a community. I feel like some of us has lost the drive of that lady that probably was in line, and when she was a kid, she said, I'm gonna be a teacher. But something stopped, right? Like, what was it? And yes, we have been talking about our inner you and how do we overcome that? And we talk about, these couple of days, like don't answer to certain things. But what I realized we didn't talk about is like this spiritual bankruptcy. Looking at Friday, this is nothing new. This is generational. It's just that we ignored it and it got here. It got that bad because nobody ain't paid no mind. Ain't nobody know that they was going bankrupt spiritually. So me being there Friday, it was a duty, because I had parents and my families was there. And yes, I was volunteer because of my sis, but I felt so much pain. Like I left mentally drained. I have seen the volunteers that was volunteering from the heart was being disrespected,
Oh yeah.
right?
When that lady snatched that box
I
of
was, but you know what? God loves me too, because He saved me because I wasn't near one of them. It was like I was somewhere else. So God knew my heart too.
yo,
So that too, right? Because it's like, how do we come to the point we be rude to somebody just saying, baby, this will, let's make sure we get us to the family, or let's just share it. Or you being a little rude, right? That we want to come back and fight. Or we being disrespectful, right? And the sad part to me was, y'all, it was kids watching. I had a kid.
Oh my God. That's the same thing I told that lady that was getting smart with Zion.
It's a kids watching. Then it was a kid, young boy. I already knew somebody probably put him in line for something. I said, okay. Sexy little boy. I said, Mama, old lady. Mama, can he just be right here? She said, yeah. And then when the time came, he straight pulled out his thing. He was probably about 12. And I said to him, I said, now this old lady said to you, yes. And you got to honor her. And I had to have a whole lesson in lying while his mother stood there and she pushed him to manipulate, right? And I'm just like, what we lost? We are spiritually bankrupt. Spiritually.
Can we add emotionally to that too?
Oh, that's all of it. I'm about to break it down what that looks like.
Yes, please break it down.
We about to break it down.
This lady, I had to lean on this lady that got smart with Zion, and it broke my heart because I was telling the lady, like, look, we're not about to service you. You disrespecting my heartbeats out here. When I tell you that lady almost got on her knees apologizing, like, please, I need this food today.
But because of, let me tell you how we get here. Spiritually bankrupt. Now, I want y'all to be really honest. This is going to be engagement assignment today, but it's going to be very honest. Spiritually bankrupt, I broke down, is basically just like bankruptcy, when you lost everything. When we go through so much. So let me say some of the symptoms, right? When you feeling empty, depression, sadness. Now, when you feel some of this, or if you have not feeling it now, I need you to put it in the chat, right? Because I want to show as a community how we are all broken in some way and how it connects to where it comes overwhelming. So when we talk about spiritual bankruptcy, when you feel an emptiness, you don't feel like you had no substance to the world. You feel depressed, sad, abandoned. Mood swings. Your trauma took control of you, right? Chronic pain. Pay attention to that. People think sometimes I keep getting this pain in my back or my headaches. I'm getting headaches. Chronic pain, y'all, is a part of what we're dealing with spiritually and emotionally. Please. Anger. You just don't know why something just going off. Can't sleep. It's like, why I just can't sleep? Anxiety. It's a lot of anxiety going on, especially with this election. I want to show how your environment really pushed this out. Panic attacks, right? If y'all dealing with that means we all are going through something with some type of bankruptcy. And when you look at how many people wrote in comments, and then if I add mine of sometimes the things that I've been through, man, this is a community of people that need support. But when people look at us, they say, oh, that community, we got to get them some jobs. We got to get them this. We got to get them food. We got to get them house. Yeah, people always think about that, but they don't think about, like, we really broken. But the thing about it is, it didn't start with you. It started before you. This is generational. But I'm going to talk to you about how it's generational, but what we do on social media and how it comes out, right? So when we talk about these panic attacks, now we already have grown up with a sense of lostness, right? So that's how we got to, this spiritual bankruptcy and emotional bankrupt, right? We just went to this thing that we just know when we feel like, I just can't get myself up to it to get up. Like some people, like, I can't even get off the bed. like those things. You know, one thing I was looking at, if you get a chance, is called Social Media Dilemma. If anybody watched that, right? And I'm gonna take something out of that. What they said on the Social Media Dilemma were guys that were working with Instagram, Facebook, and Google. They wasn't with them at the beginning. They started and they was working in the field. And one of the guys said, I got tired of working up every day trying to figure out how do we keep people online. The goal of Google, Facebook, and Instagram is to keep us online all day long, right? And I'm gonna tell you how it goes back to where we are, because y'all in a different generation where y'all was born into technology. So your generation and mental health is gonna look different. So let me tell you why. So he said, well, I said one day, I'm tired. Like, can we focus on how we get people to work, be on Google, be on Facebook, be on Instagram, but spend time with their family to make sure they be happy and do these things. He said, people, when he said it, people was excited. And then ever since then, it was over with. So what he realized was this: anything that you are paying for on any social media platform, anything that you're not paying for on any social media platform means you on the menu. Right? So we don't pay for Facebook, we don't pay for Instagram. So how he explained it was, and this is how we get to our mental. How he explained it was, companies and business paid them for ads, but they paid them based on how we think, right? So that we can buy their product. So I was like, So what he's saying is, those generation that came in with technology would never live in a world without thinking on their own. They will always be manipulated. Because he was saying that those systems are designed to manipulate us to buy certain products, to act in a certain behavior, and to do certain things. He said, think about it. Me and Joni might have the same friends on Facebook. But when I open up my Facebook, my thread will look different based off of my behavior and how I respond to different things on Facebook. So it shows my behavior. That's how they make their money, because they know what England like because of what I put on. So eventually ads start popping up. Then you be wondering like, dang, I was just thinking about some shoes. How the shoes come up on the Facebook ad, right? This how they making their money. But the whole time what they saying is, it also, these behavior that they're putting in us is manipulating how we think. So when they think about, when we have a thought of sadness, right? The engine in Facebook might say, let's put up a picture of something else. It picks up your mental health. Never thought that right there blew my mind.
That's crazy. Let me know when you want me to get into some of your comments, because your comments get deep.
Yeah, I got it, y'all. That blew my mind. Wait a minute. Let me just tell Ava, go upstairs 1 minute. Sorry about that. So that blew my mind, because what they saying is that before this generation of technology, we had a way of thinking as human beings, but based off our generational, right? What that means, generational things that happen in our family. And I'm gonna look at the corner, but I just want us to stop for a minute to think. Based off our generational things that happen in our families, shape our behaviors because we never addressed it, right? So then now we have that. So now with that, now you got technology coming in, manipulating how you think. So what was weird for me is, and this is good to know about your inner self, was before I seen this, I was going through this thing like, I'm lonely as hell. Like, dang, I need a boyfriend or something. Like, all of a sudden, the spirit of like, I was lonely just came out of nowhere this weekend, right? And I was like, why? And after looking at that show of Social Dilemma, it showed me why. I was strolling through Facebook and Instagram and looking at all the interactions people was engaged with relationships. And then it was showing up other things, like marriage was coming out of nowhere, pictures of marriage. And I said to myself, now look at that connection.
Wow.
But I'm gonna go to the comments and then we're gonna move on.
All right, I'm gonna try to get through the comments. So a little back when you were naming like some of the symptoms and stuff, talking about like depression, loneliness and all that, Breezy said, I feel that now. Cam said, I feel that. Elder said she's definitely felt that before. Jerm, what's up, Jerm? He said he definitely been there before. Ania said, that's me almost every day. Breezy said, I feel like I've just given up on myself, honestly, like I'm lost. Kaya raised her hand. King Core said, I felt and looked like I've been robbed, low key. Ania said, anger definitely plays a big one for me. Taylor said, I have horrible anxiety. Lene said, I had to this quarantine, take care of yourself. Ty said, I felt that to the point where I wanted to take my life because it became so hard to try to put things back together while not having a foundation to start it on. Breezy said, anger, panic attacks, depression, anxiety, all that. I handle it on my own. King Core said I had to get over my anxiety just a little because it was so bad. Ania said that she agrees with Ty. She lost so much. She got a broken heart from losing her family, losing herself, and even questioning her purpose. She said, I asked God, sitting on the bathroom floor, sobbing, God, please take me right here. Just let me go. Kaya said she feel that. Ania said she tried everything. She don't know what to do. Taylor said, I've gotten over my anxiety. Sometimes it takes over, but I've gotten better by learning how to deal with it using my coping mechanisms. Kaya said, depression is the thing I've been trying to get over, but it's the hardest. It's always something that puts me deeper into it. And then Ty had posed a question to the group saying, how many people can truly say they wake up and go straight for their phones? Man, yo,
So
crazy.
looking
And
at
then they just
this,
agreeing.
listening to that, so first I want to say, right, that's why I'm glad we had this conversation. A lot of that is y'all's generational. Like people before you felt that, right? And they died without answering some of these things, right? And this is how we get to the effects of it, right? Because all of us is experiencing. And thank y'all for being honest and trusting us with that. Like that's that. First of all, let me address that. Like I love y'all beats. Thank y'all for being honest with that. Like this what makes me come back every Wednesday, right? Like this right here, this feeling that I feel in this computer, y'all don't understand. When I tell y'all, when you feel the feelings, it's real. So from all of that, first I want to just say that all of y'all loved and you're not alone. Nobody's alone. And we're gonna push through this together, right? And the thing about it is what happened when all of these behavior from anger and depression, we get effects from that. And what happened from the effects is you get substance abuse, you get alcoholism, you get sexual behavior patterns that's unhealthy. You lost your beliefs, you whatever you believed in, you just lost. You feeling of shame and judgment. That's what we end up with from the effects, right? The effects of being depression, right? Is saying, I might just need to smoke. And then if you used to smoking one, now you're smoking 10, right? Like you increasing your value of alcohol or whatever you're doing. That's the effect. But how do we know that these things come up generational? Some of these, y'all, we inherited. And I'm going to give you some examples. Some of these things we inherit. And, some things like, when they say, girl, you inherited your mother money, people get happy. But sometimes we inherited some things too that's unseen that we don't talk about. Another thing is could be generations about the examples that we had. Maybe we have people in our lives that have had these same things that we dealing with. And we watch them. And we watch them not have no way out. Right? So that's another way that we understand that this do. And then also, y'all, this is true, because I experienced it. We reap what we sow. That's it sometimes. You gotta understand. When sometimes you just don't, you be mean and rude to people and it's not from the heart. No, you just like, if they get over it. Yeah, you pay for it later. Yes. Ask me. I know. We'll talk about that another time, girl. Because I'm reaping what I sowed from some years, okay? That's why I'm a little quiet. I ain't complaining about what's really going on because I know what I reap. So it's reaping what we sow, the examples we see in our families, and what we inherited That's just what it is. For example, my mother, I'm gonna give you a good example. Because my mom, her mother didn't show no affection, right? And remind you, my mother in her 70s, so her mother was older. So we talking about the older times. They just didn't show, we talking about 1920s, 1910. So we know back then there was probably no affections. They probably was just really getting out of slavery. So they didn't know who they were. So my grandmother probably didn't have the tools of how to get out of her own to give love to her child. So here she goes to have a baby, and she's already carrying a load of her own trauma and things that happened in the past, probably from slavery, right? And she has a child now, and just because you have a child don't mean you automatically becomes a mother, and all of these things come to you, and you know how to mother great, right? That's a lie, because having a child is time and is in time. But what she realizes that she has a child, and my mother felt like she didn't show love, so like the word "I love you" wasn't spoken in their home, or the word of "I love you," or the just giving those sense of you matter, you are bright, like all of those encouraging things didn't happen. So because of that, my mother felt abandoned, right? So she felt unloved. So she went into depression. She went into a lot of things that we just said that we all experienced. And then what happened was, based off of that, the outcome was her drug addiction, because that's what she went to, right? So now here, Chanel, she has a child. She has all of these things going on with her, and she has drugs, and she has this beautiful young girl. Yeah, she's beautiful. But anyway, she has this child. And so now, based off her drug addiction and herself, she haven't provided certain tools to me that I have to seek love, right? So I want y'all to understand how this becomes generational. And then I have to see certain things to feel value, because my mom didn't address it. So that's how we talk about generational. Like some of these feelings sometimes that y'all feel is things that people before you just didn't ever address. Anything before I move on, Joni?
Yo, you got so much. I'm trying to keep up in the comments, yo.
All right, well, stop me, because stop me.
Yo, you got so much. Oh my gosh, yo.
Stop me.
It's meaningful. I don't be wanting to interrupt. I'll be waiting for you to get a little break in there for me to
All right, well, stop me.
You want me to get your comments?
Come on, I'm ready.
All right. Hold on, let me put this last little comment in here, yo. Like, yo, I've been trying to keep up, y'all. Let me see where y'all going off, and I love it, yo. Let's see where we was at. Yo, Germ said earlier, and I love what he said. He said consumption of a product is at an all-time high because of social media. Keeping up with Joneses have a lot of people feeling like we not doing enough. Breezy said, you never know what someone is battling. And Breezy and Nia and Taylor all said that they was dropping tears. Like, that's how real this conversation is. Ty said, we all got to remember that things happen for a reason. Breezy said, sometimes she just look in the mirror, I just break down crying because I'm used to always smiling and caring for people. Now it's like I barely smile, even when I'm doing something fun, because I'm just so lost. Ty said, we are hearing this message right now for a reason greater than us. We are here to break generational curses and to help the youth who are coming after us. Anea said, I'm mentally enslaved and I don't know from what. Yo, right? Breezy said, I try to get myself together, but it's so hard when you try to tell someone your mental isn't okay and they just tell you to thug it out.
And you know what? It's just because we don't have the tools. And I was like that. As y'all know, my daughter Corey deal with mental things. And again, generational. Before I got tools, remember Corey's my oldest. So she got a lot of my generational stuff. The blessing is Corey was able to express it early. Whereas she's like, she is experienced like mine. This is what it is. I'm going to get support. Right? So that's a blessing. Because what she's saying, I'm chopping it off at the head. I'm going to deal with it. I know it's going to come every time, but I'm going to know how to deal with it because I'm going to chop it We can't let it go no more, right? So that's what I mean by we know that this is real. And things that we don't see is real, right? Don't matter who your high power is, real stuff. But I want us to know, like, it wasn't never y'all fault. Some of y'all were just born with it, right? But
You lying, though. You got some more deep comments, though.
the blessing is, y'all, guess what? Y'all, you ain't getting tools to break it, even while you in it, right? When I went through that this weekend, it was so real. It was the real, like, I understand how people can get into a depression just like that. Halloween came, I was on social media, I'm looking. I'm like, dang, I should be out having a good time, doing this. I'm in the house. Saturday came on social media, people having a good time, like relationship stuff. And I was like, so next thing you know, that's what happened. I started running down the street out of nowhere. Tears started coming, right? And then I started feeling bad because I was single. And then I started thinking, like, what, you not good enough, Chanel? What's going on? And what I had to do was, I said, right? Then my other side said, Chanel, I need you to put on your phone and that music. The other side was like, I ain't in the mood for that music right now. I ain't got time. But it was like, no, put that music on. And I was like, I don't feel like hearing it. I'm in my mess. I'm crying. Where I realized, like, we are the best guests for our own pretty party, right? We are best guests. So I'm sitting there like, no, I don't want no music. I'm good. When I put that music on, because this is my coping, right? I put the music on. It changed my mood. It changed my pattern. It changed instantly my mood. So now it was like, where did that thought come from where I almost just got into a depression? So then I'm saying the next, like, oh my God, I almost slipped there. What happened? And then the idea of the social media dilemma movie just came out of nowhere. And I looked at it and it connected. When I said to myself, and I actually had this with one of my other sisters, I call sister, and I said, yo, what if I ain't had the tools to know how to slip out of about to get into a depression? What would my Monday look like? And she was like, I said, how many people you know go through something and don't know how to get out, y'all? So we got to figure out our coping because we got to break it. But let's go to the comments because y'all is rolling.
Yo, your comments is too deep, yo. You about to crack a tear, y'all.
No, because I was always about to. Now,
Yo, Kaya, and you know she about to have her baby son. She said, that's what I worry about now. How do I be a mother to my child and have that love and affection for my child that I never had?
Wait a minute, Kaya, it's going to come the first one you see him, honey. As soon as you see that baby, it's going to, girl, make sure you get my numbers. You can call me after you hear that baby. You can be like, Ms. England, you was right.
Yes. She said, how do I do it? I'm still fighting everything I'm going through.
It's going to be okay, baby. I promise you. When you see them eyes and see that gift that was given to you, and you think about like what you've been through and what you was deserving with, because people don't look at children as a blessing. Girl, I can't wait to talk to you. Because I want to know how you feel. I'm going to feel your body, and I want to know it all. But yeah.
Yes, we got to do that. Kate Core said, I'm mentally broken sometimes. I don't know what to do with myself, and I feel like I beat on myself too much, and I hate it. Germ said, self versus self conflict is a battle that we struggle with. We got to address our mental from outside our own minds to be able to tell yourself what you're doing wrong. And Taylor, God bless her soul, she put it out there. She said, as a member of the Healing Youth Alliance, a Heartbeat, a person who is going through mental health disorders within myself and seeing people around me deal with these problems. Like, I just want to say, I love you guys. I understand and I'm here. So feel free to call me. Y'all definitely make sure y'all call her, call me, call Miss England, call whoever, y'all. We are here for you. Ms. Dion said, I'm so grateful I joined tonight's session. These conversations need to be had at all times. Lord knows I'm in deep with the generational woes. She put, I love you, Chanel.
I love you.
Ty said the quote of the evening is, if you refuse to love yourself the way you are meant to be loved, you will always look for something to fill that emptiness. Karan, what's up, Karan? Karan said depression It's one of the biggest issues in the youth, and it's the least talked about.
Because
Yes.
when they said that, and they actually quote the statistics for that, they said since the social media came out, how depression has increased, suicide has increased, and it's really serious. But when they said about that this generation will never know how to think, that blew my mind. Blew my mind.
Yo, Breezy said, I think about suicide sometimes, but I never tried it. It just pops up when I'm alone.
Yes.
Kaya said, how do you get out of depression? How do you get away from the things that hurt you the most? How do you run away from the things that break you down and make you feel like there's no point of being here? That's a question for you, Miss Engler.
Kaya, you in the right place. You in the right place. What I need you to do, reach out to your resources so they can align you with some professional people to support you. Reach out to Joni. Reach out to the Mental Health Alliance. You have somebody in the Mental Health Alliance. And I know the issue is, this is the issue, right, that we have in our community. We don't want anybody in our business. I don't want her to know that she be with so-and-so. You have to trust the process. You gotta trust it. And one thing I tell my own daughter too, right? When you do get a therapist and you're not comfortable, you can fire them. They work for you. You don't have to go just because you just want to go. Just be like, I really don't like them, but I'm gonna go. No, fire. If you need me something that I do it for you, I can find you one, find you a new one. Because we really gotta address this. Because what I'm scared of, Kai, really, real talk, that if you never address it, your passion that you have on earth for us, that you have, will never be birthed. Which means people behind you that's connected to your passion, they can't be birthed through their passion. Because you got to remember, all of us got nations connected to us. It's just to us to figure out how we navigate to get to those nations and get to our purpose, right? And we have to understand and make strategies for us. Like, if you know you about to hit that depression, let me tell y'all, I felt it. That's why I keep telling y'all it's okay to feel. Because when you start feeling it, it's the issue is when we annoy it and say, I ain't gonna deal with that right now. And it builds up. Because even though you don't see it, because you say you ain't gonna deal with it, doesn't mean it's not there. It builds up. Then when it builds up, now it's out of control. Right? Let's work on baby steps. One thing, something small. If it's a music, put on music, something that could change your mood fast. And I'm gonna tell you, it's going to be a fight with yourself because you're so used to being stubborn with yourself, right? And what I mean by that is, as I was going through it, and my mind was like having those depression thoughts this weekend and having those mental health thoughts, I was so stubborn when it was like, Chanel, just turn on the song. We know that song going to get you out of this mood. Turn it on. And I'm like, I don't even feel like it. This is myself. But not saying I was saying it out loud. Y'all know how we be on ourselves when we going through something and you might have something in your mind that say, turn on the TV first, and you like, I don't feel like I did. Because we our own victims. We our own special guests at the pity party. We the special guests. It's only up to us. How would that look? Right? Because this is stuff that I'm so honest with y'all. If I'm still having episodes, they ain't gonna stop tomorrow. Only different what happened with me is I was able to have a strategy right there and there and thought about it and I used it. You know different than me. Y'all know different just by age. But y'all know different. Everything tools is given to me, y'all have. It's just that y'all have to make your toolkit fit for you. And we always trying to help everybody else. Can't do that no more. Because after what we seen Friday, we need to help ourselves first.
Mm-hmm.
Because who knows where the virtual 20 years from now, and we might need to get some chicken. And who gonna be in line? If we don't get it together now. Not saying there's nothing wrong getting in line, but we're talking about the broken souls in line. That I was looking at saying, Dad, that could have been my teacher. That could have been a lawyer. That could have been a city council. The man that was singing the Joni, that could have been a future Luther Vandross back then. But because they got lost somewhere. Something grabbed hold of them and they got stuck. I need us to get out of that. You know how like when a mouse, and tell me some of y'all don't know this because I might live in Towson, but I ain't never forget where I came from. You know how
Poplar Grove.
You know how the mouse stick on the pad and they be trying to get out and they stuck. And you got some now. I heard mouse get creative now. They don't even they jump over the pad, right? We want to jump over it. We don't want to get stuck in it. We want to wiggle, a little bit into the press, but we want to jump out. That's what we trying to do. Because we know it's happening. Me and Johnny can't sit here and tell you ain't nothing going to happen in your life. You're never going to get the. That's a lie. All we can do is help y'all.
Yo, can I address this one thing real quick, y'all?
Yes, I need
y'all. Yo, Taylor, so Bree first asked the question. Breezy was all like, well, it wasn't even a question, it was a statement, really. She said, I try to let go of a lot of negative people, but then when it's like 10 people you getting rid of, you start to wonder, like, am I the problem? And then Taylor followed up saying, same as Bree, it seems like every time I open up to meet someone, they always become toxic and negative towards me, and I always blame myself. And I just want to say to y'all, first of all, if you were in these type of spaces, it's very rare that you are going to be the problem in any type of situation, because being in a space like this actively says that you want to work on yourself, you want to work on you, and you are moving towards that better place. And people are automatically going to be intimidated by that type of growth by somebody your age, because people your age ain't working on no self-confidence, no self-love, and how to be a better person. But that's where they miss the mark with success, because you can't build nothing great in life on a success tip if you haven't built yourself first. And I don't mess with people, that's the problems. So if you are attracted to high quality people like us, me, Miss England, Miss Mo, if you got us in your circle, I guarantee you aren't the problem. And it's those other people who are either jealous or their negative spirit is getting agitated by all the positivity and all the light that you are bringing to the situation, and they just don't know how to handle it. So their attempts at projecting their negative energy onto you is just failing. I would not internalize that. If anything, I would take that as a compliment and deem yourself as somebody who early in life has that discernment of people, because sometimes you don't get that until you in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, that type of discernment to be able to say, oh, this person ain't no good. So if they dropping like flies, 10, 20 at a time now, good, because that's dead weight that you won't have to carry.
And it's okay. And I've been through that too, because I thought it was me, but the whole time it's the process. Remember, we talked about that. The process, you're going to lose friends because you're leveling up, because what you used to felt that was comfortable is no more comfortable, because what you realized that you was being in toxic things and you didn't know that until you found out what's out there in the world that leveled you to another level. And not saying that you're better, it's just that you just choose to focus on different opportunities than they did. That's it.
No, and Miss England, Taylor, I'm so sorry. Taylor said, I never talked about it, but I'm crushed from my father dying this year. She said, I have not talked about it since it happened. I just hold it in. Taylor, my heart is broken for you, baby. I'm so, so sorry. And she shows up. She never made an excuse for nothing. Like, yo, my icebox, really, yo, I'm for real. Yo, this baby going through that, I done cussed her out at least like twice. She ain't make no excuses. She running at least 2-3 projects, ain't making no excuses, showing up, still here, working on herself, yo, and she lost a parent.
But Sam, I need you to take time to grieve.
Yeah.
Because one thing when we don't grieve, it show up later in life, right? And it's okay. Girl, I still grieve my daddy. My daddy been gone for 21 years. I grieve like it was yesterday. It's okay. No, I try to prepare my children because nobody wants to leave their children on earth. But we are only designed here to do our best self and give out our passion. And it says sometimes that some leave before others. So Taylor, we here. We love you. Anything we can do, just let us know. We got your back. And I'm so sorry, y'all. It's about to be 5 minutes. This has been, every time I'm thinking I'm doing something great, something else, come up, right? It's like I had enough time and I got my stuff together and we still don't have enough time. But I do want to say this. I do want to make sure that we show up for Thanksgiving and Christmas out that South, and we talk about our inner South. But I also think that this time this Christmas, instead of playing games, we should also start working on building our families. Right? So when we say play games, I'm talking about let's just share, just do some things like play the forgiving game, play the I love you game. Let's do those things because y'all are the generation that's going to break this, right? And we got to prepare you. And I need us to have conversations because now what we're going to learn is how do we break this off of this generation off of us? And how do we make this ensure that your children don't feel it? Because we got to understand where it comes from. And the only way to do that is a couple of things. We got to look at first, who is the leaders in our family? How do they respond to confrontation? How do they handle money? What do your family consider success? Do y'all talk about family secrets? How do your family express what's going on? This is how we determine what our values are. And also this is how we're breaking some things because now we getting deep. Because now you addressing it. Because what you're doing in your mind is you're figuring out, who is the leaders in my family? And now you're watching how they handle conflict. Because if you realize that they handle conflict negatively and you always fussing and yelling, think about it. What do they determine as success? Why I'm giving y'all these questions? Because we got to break it. My goal is for next year that we pull this up and I ask the same question and y'all put under there, Ms. Ellen, we doing good. I'm just working with my friend, right? It takes time. It takes time. You're not alone. We all go through it at times. It's just that we have to pick our own strategies. And the one who sits and sound like me when she said, I look out for everybody else. All my life I did for everybody else and I abandoned me. And abandoned me left me mentally bankrupt, along with my strongholds and my generation curses. And everybody that I helped ride past and walk past and said hello and kept moving. Or some don't even come back and say hi. But I'm still faced with myself. So work on you, babe.
Ms. Ainley, I know we only got 2 more minutes. Can I bother you for 1 minute? Can
Girl,
you answer a question real quick?
Any minute, girl.
Yo, Breezy said, because this is important, how do you tell your parent you are battling with depression?
Breezy, I'm going to be honest. That's a hard one for me. Because Corey told me and all I said was talk to God and keep it moving. Really, real stuff. Because that's all the answers I had. It's a real serious conversation, Breezy. I will wait until the mood is light and have a real conversation and not go off and say, Mommy, I'm depressed. Because us we be like, you don't know what depression is, right? You have to go in deep. Like, Ma, I feel like I want to walk out and get hit by a car right now. You got to make them see and actually visualize what you're saying. So we can, as a parent, can grab it. Because when you say I'm depressed or I'm going through this, we just gonna say, go to the Bible, we're gonna give you those. But when you give us key things you're thinking, now as a parent is to protect you. Try that. Just try it. I'm not gonna say it's gonna work, but just try it. Right? And I want to say everybody that's really going through it, and definitely those who are going through a lot, please reach out into the Mental Health Alliance. Joni and them has a relationship with them. Definitely some of your heartbeats are trained in that. Definitely Corey is, definitely she's a mental health advocate. You got people that's heartbeats that your age that are quick can support you. Joni has connections if you need them more than that. If you need a therapist. But what I need you to be okay with is being good to yourself and telling Joni, Miss Joni, that therapist don't work for me. I need you to be so great to you. That's it. So on that note, take advantage of your resources. I'm gonna continue to keep every y'all in prayer. Keep me in prayer, because Wednesday be a lot, y'all, as y'all can see.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss England. Like, we never have enough time. Yo, we appreciate you so much. Next Wednesday,
I'm always showing up. Only thing that ever stopped me was the surgery, and I came back.
Came back, yo. Came back. All right, Miss England. We see you next Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week.
Prayer. Love y'all.
All right. Thank you. We love you more. See you, Miss England.
See you, babe. Bye-bye.
All right. Yo, was that not a powerful session or what, yo? Miss England always comes through. Karan, I see you, yo. So deep, yo. So deep. But like, this is the hard work of success that people don't want to touch. And this is why I say, if you show up in this type of space, it's no way that you can't be successful, because any type of success, it don't matter what industry you talking about, it don't matter what field you talking about, any type of success starts with you being successful on the inside. People look at me and look at what I did with Heart Smiles, with no resources, no connections, no knowledge, and think that, I just did something great. No, I already was successful on the inside before I started Heart Smiles. I already knew who I was. I already understood that whatever I put my mind to, I could do. I wasn't one of those people that somebody tell me no, or somebody tell me all of their 1,000,001 failure stories, and then I just give up on my dream or give up on my goal. No, I already knew within myself, Joni, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. It don't matter if your family is a family full of junkies, drug addicts, whatever. That don't have nothing to do with the choices that you make, and it don't have anything to do with what you build on the inside. So this is like foundational stuff for building success. I know we're not on here talking about businesses and careers and all that stuff like that, but it's this stuff right here that help you to be successful when you do step out and start your business, when you do step out into your career, because the drama and stuff that you see in workplaces and stuff, it's because them people don't have their inside built up. So I just appreciate the fact that we could come to this type of space and talk about these real things. So when you guys do like really get out there in this real world, you are going to be so much more prepared to deal with all the crap that's going to be coming your way. You're going to be so much more prepared to understand and recognize when people are bringing crap to your doorstep. Y'all going to be stand out people in y'all workplaces, hands down. And if y'all career is going to be anything like my career, you ain't never going to have to apply for no promotion. They're going to come to you and say, yo, we need you to be the manager at this spot. We need you to be the director at this spot. That was my whole career. People coming to me, promoting me into different spots based off of the way I carried myself and the way I handled other people. So y'all heard it here first, man. Success on the outside doesn't happen until you have success on the inside. So with that, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go for Winning Wednesdays, yo. If you rocking with us regularly on Wednesdays, we'll see you right back here, 6 o'clock with Miss England. If you're rolling with us through the rest of the week, you already know what it is. Tomorrow, Thriving Thursday, 6 o'clock right here. Then we're going to be on Focus Friday. 7 o'clock. That's going to be on Instagram. And for people that's consistent showing up, what we got for y'all? iPhone 11s. iPhone 11s. They coming, yo. Blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing, yo. I see y'all. Go do something productive. Go work on your goals. Go work on your version of success. And if it ain't connected to your version of success, look yourself in the mirror and say, yo, why am I doing this? If this person ain't connected to where I want to be in the future, why you got that person around you? If what you are doing is not helping your future self, yo, if your future self is not going to say thank you for doing that right now, yo, why are you doing it? Go do something productive, yo, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Good night.